looked at it from a restoration perspective, so that it is not only that we are asking counties to pull in some money for tree planting. No, we want to look at it from an ecosystems and a restoration strategy plan. And that is what we are going to discuss. So that by the time the governors are discussing with you as the decision makers and with your chief officers and all the directors that you work under you understand. Number two, a concern that has been raised by the World Bank team, also for you as county governments under FLOCA, is the PCRA program, the performance, what do you call it? Participatory Climate Risk Assessment. The team are feeling that you guys are not moving as fast as you could, because if that assessment is not finalized, it can inhibit your assess to the grant, to the investments. So kindly, colleagues and from counties, kindly take that seriously. We have deployed our teams from the headquarters, Directorate of Climate Change, to help you in your plan. I know quite a number of you are doing very well. I was given an assessment of various counties that are doing well, but some of you are not taking it seriously. No, when you are doing the 2%, 3% on the climate change fund, which you guys, most of you have found it running, and you were the first guys to utilize the readiness assessment. By the way, that readiness assessment fund was meant to prepare you to receive the investment grants. So you need to take charge of the PCRA program and deliver it. Remember, the budget is passing. We expect that at the summit, and I'll talk about it on 4th to 8th of September, that His Excellency the President is going to release or sign off the investment grants to the counties. So it is only those counties that will have fulfilled their mandate that will be able to receive. I co-chair the FLOCA program with PS Treasury, and he has mentioned that he is concerned about the same from the PIE unit at the National Treasury. So I'm urging you, as I make these remarks, that you take that seriously. Number 4 is on the litigation against government institutions. I think it's important the lawyers are in the house, and you are aware, you follow news, that His Excellency the President provided a directive that no government institution should litigate against the other. I presume you are all aware about that. And that whoever litigates the other one will take full responsibility. So for county governments, mulijipanga kwa summit. And I know the President must have communicated this to you. And I think I heard Governor Waikuru mentioning the same that. And that is why I think the Water Act 2016 has served that fate. That thing has been in court for a very long time, because we need to pull it out for negotiations. Same thing, and of course, again, institutions between ourselves. I'm happy that NEMA and KFS are sitting here. Sometimes and this is important to contextualize. Most of the programs that happen in national government or county, either between is KFS that needs to provide a permit or NEMA. Sindio? Unapata NEMA nasema nimepeana, unapata KFS anakataa. Ama KFS amepeana, hajaconsult NEMA. So now when it comes to us in national, we wonder now, so what is it? Two institutions fighting each other. But we have agreed that should not happen. So even between ourselves as national and county governments, so NEMA, KFS team on the ground, kindly negotiate with the county government on these matters. It is not a blanket check. I've been in the county. No. When you're in the county, you can say you are government. We have to go too. We are supposed to talk at equal power with national government. So sometimes counties will say, no, we are governments or now, which is true, which is unappreciated. But the point is, I think for us to move the agenda, the whole government approach that we've had, His Excellency the President expound, is about working together to deliver on the mandate. That's why we brought you here to look at it. It's a presidential directive 15 billion, but we've noticed that for us to deliver this, we need a county governments on board, and that's why we are also talking to your governors in the next few days. Lastly is to invite you or to talk about the Africa Climate Summit. Of course, climate change is
seeing delegates attending the Ecosystem Restoration Conference. And this is coming at a time when there's also a major conference in South Africa where parliamentarians are meeting to discuss climate change as well as the restoration of African ecosystems. And we saw William Ruto there yesterday, speaking passionately about the reason why we need to be concerned as Africans and why we need to speak with one voice in regards
financing locally led climate action is a bottom-up, right? It is a program that we are building resilience in the communities, livelihood resilience, mitigation, adaptation measures for us to be able to really be able to walk through the effects of or the vagaries of climate change, and it is an existential threat to humanity. So one of the key things that we are asking you, and of course through the FLOCA program, and I know we'll work together with COG, is the issue of working in terms of programs that are accountable and looking at it from the lenses of the mwananchi, right? FLOCA is going to be a very, very key program. We are negotiating quite a number of other support partners. It's a 5-year, but we want to pull it through to more than 10, 15 years to build resilience of communities on adaptation, mitigation, and livelihood resilience program. But as we ask you, we are saying we need to provide solutions as county governments to issues of climate change. We need to provide solutions as a country to issues of climate change. We don't need to keep on playing the victim, but we need to be able to say enough is enough. We need to be able to work on programs that are going to be helping the mwananchi. And of course, that is tied up to the bottom-up economic transformation agenda that is a rallying goal for His Excellency the President in this administration. So in that respect then, we'll work with Council of Governors. We'll give you special considerations as county government to really showcase and participate in the Africa Climate Summit that is coming up. Of course, our summit as Kenya, but we are hosting this as a Kenya and the AU, and it's important that you guys also participate and see what are the things that can be able to get it out of that. I don't want to talk much. I will come back later on to make the presentation, but allow me to say thank you so much, colleagues, for coming for this meeting, the CECs, the CDs, the CCFs, and therefore allow me to, this is a need to advise me that I am partially opening the meeting. The CS will come and fully open the meeting and close at that time.